I could talk about being a mom, but when it's like, but what about you and what you like and what you're into, what makes you happy? Then I'll be like, so hey guys, right now it is the night before the, hold on, I'm trying to fix my iPad over here on the side. Okay, it's the night before the Wheel of Fortune auditions. So I probably mentioned in a previous video that on New Year's Eve, my daughter convinced me to finally go ahead and apply to be on the Wheel of Fortune, because it's something I've always said that I wanted to do like forever. So I did it on New Year's Eve, and they emailed me like 10 days or so later, and I did the first initial interview. They passed my information on, so now tomorrow I'm preparing to do the audition with the producer. You're supposed to talk about yourself a little bit, and do a little bit of gameplay with puzzles and stuff. So that'll be tomorrow. Of course, my voice is not completely back yet. It's much better than it was even 2 days ago. So I'm grateful that I can speak this much now. But it's not 1,000%. And I'm realizing I have to use my voice differently so that you could hear me. But I'm preparing for the audition part. So what I'm doing now is I have some index cards and I have some post-it notes. I'm going to write down a couple words that I want to remember to say so that I can like stick them around the computer screen, because I plan on using my laptop for the Zoom call that we're going to have. So I'm going to just stick the things around the computer screen so that I can look at them when I need to remember to like sit up straight or smile or just be myself, be the fun version of myself. Because they're looking for energy. It said like as if you had a giant cup of coffee, like a whole bunch of exertive energy, which I have, but I don't always, it's not always out. So my aunt was like, just channel her and her loudness and her craziness. And then I keep thinking about how my best friend, she's like so bubbly. She smiles a lot. She laughs a lot. Like she makes light of everything most times, which I love. So I kind of want to channel a little bit of that too. Like just remember to just be light about things. And so yeah, so I just want to write a couple notes for myself to remember and to keep in mind, especially for when they ask, like, I don't know if you've ever felt this, but when you go for like a job interview and they say, tell me about yourself, you're gotta be like, well, I'm this and this is this. And so yeah, those kind of questions I always get like a little bit like, well, and so I want to be more confident in my response for that when that question comes, because I'm going to assume they're going to ask me different types of questions. So I'm just going to have a couple of answers ready and a couple of quotes or words that I want to remember. So that's what I'm about to do now while I sit here. I'm also watching a video from the Diary of a CEO. In this podcast episode, he's talking to James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. So that's what I'm doing on this Thursday night. It's like 11:49 p.m. It's pretty late, but I just want to prepare myself for tomorrow before I rest, because I know that when you do stuff like this, your brain has time to think about it. I don't want to overly think it and stress myself out, but I do want to like be prepared, because this is funny. I didn't say this. Or did I? I'll look back at my old videos, but I was just thinking a couple days ago, I was like, you know what? I think I want to withdraw my application from Wheel of Fortune and resubmit it, because I feel like I didn't put my best foot forward. Like I didn't represent myself well. That's how I felt. And so then I think it was the next day or so, I got the email saying, that that I'm going to have the audition round with the producers. And I was like, what? I was just thinking about redoing. So I'll take it to me that's God's grace. I was like, wow. And I was really thinking about redoing the whole thing. Like I was like super overthinking everything. So I gotta remember, like, this is all for fun. Like it's not to be taken seriously. It's fun. But, I mean, I guess I am taking it a little bit seriously with the sticky notes. But I want to seriously have fun, but not be stumbling over my words, especially when it comes to like talking about myself. Because that's where I always stumble when it comes to talking about myself. I could talk about my kids, I could talk about my family, I could talk about being a mom. But when it's like, but what about you and what you like and what you're into, what makes you happy? Then I'll be like, so that's why I'm doing this right now. Okay, let me write down a couple things and then I'll
simple things like brushing your teeth, tying your shoes, every time you pick up a pair of barbecue tongs at the gym, like all those sorts of things are little one-time costs that you got to figure out early on. You know, what is the difference between eating something healthy for lunch or eating something?
Hi guys. So I am setting up for my Wheel of Fortune audition. It starts in about 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm setting up a little bit early. Yeah, right now I'm actually putting the sticky notes that I made last night on the computer so I can look at them and remember like a couple things. Because I started to get a little bit, nervous. So I don't want to get nervous and then like forget some stuff. So I have so many. I think I got too many when I look back at it. I do. I have too many things, which is like kind of scripted, and I don't want to be scripted. But some of these things I'm still gonna put down. And I might have them like all around me. I got some I'm putting on the dresser beside me, wherever I'm gonna work. So right now I'm trying to decide where I'm going to sit. I want them to be able to see me, but I want to be able to see my computer screen at the same time pretty well. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, gotta remember certain things like positive language, to smile. Let me put that up. But I also want to be able to see the screen. So I'm gonna put it on the far end. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing in a second. Hopefully my fiance don't come out like, babe, why you take my computer? Let me show y'all. So this is what I'm doing. I'm putting little notes around the laptop. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. Taking a little tape and some of the words and just putting it on the side. Like the way I want to feel, the emotions I want to convey on the side of the screen. Things I might forget to do, like, because I just do, on the side of the screen. Like smile. Smile is big for me. Like I smile anyway, but I don't want to forget the importance of a nice smile. It should be fun, guys. I'm gonna share this experience with you, like when it's done, to let you know how it went. So yeah, bubbly, smile, bubbly, have fun. Add some words on here. Relax. I have God is with me. Probably should put that one on top actually, because the way I be acting sometimes. Have fun and God is with me. God is with me. It's gonna go here. This is so funny. So, and then I have on like other notes, stuff I didn't go over. About me: positive, organized, calm under pressure, competitive, yes, in a nice way. I like to win, but I like because I play hard, but I'm also a good sport. And that's something I'm gonna have over here. I have about my family. I have they asked me, where's the question when they say, tell me about yourself? I wrote that down. What do you do for work? Tell me about yourself. That kind of stuff. I want to like go on the script, but off script. Like that's why I have like bullet pointed it instead. Okay, y'all, I'm rambling. I'm going to put on a little bit more makeup and then sign in. And this is so funny. Who does this? Who does all of this stuff? Follow up. Goals like what? Focus on building healthy habits and routines. Okay. I have stuff so I don't forget. Because that is so funny. I need to show y'all the final screen. I'd be like, what is that? What, girl? How can you see the puzzle? All right, these are extra things. And then I need to set up my space and then do my makeup for real. Okay, let's see. How are we gonna set up? My outfit is fine. I think I'm just gonna add on makeup to that.
You got it. Shauna, you can hear me?
Good afternoon, I can hear you.
Shauna?
Great, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Chad, I can hear you. And is Capria, I'm saying your name right?
It's Capria, yes. I can hear
Capria,
you.
all right, thank you for correcting me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, you guys, it's over. So it was, how long was that? That was 15 minutes long. Again, I don't feel like I did my best. Well, I mean, I'm comparing myself to everybody else that participated today. I didn't even guess any of the puzzles, which is not normal for me. And everybody else has such like an extravagant resume, whereas I am like, they're like, what are your hobbies, blah, blah, blah. Like I say my hobbies, but it's really like stuff still in the works. Hold on. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I guess the real goal, which I should be proud of myself for, is for applying fully for doing the first interview and for doing the first audition in the first place. So number one, I'm gonna pat myself in the back for that because I actually went through it, because the old version of me would have said, I would like to do this and I wish, and I would have never tried. But this version of me actually did try. So at least I can say that. Now we'll see where it goes from here, but I did do that part. Okay, so back to my regularly scheduled things, which is probably work. I shouldn't say this, but after applying for Wheel of Fortune, I feel like I need to get a life. Not to say I don't have one, because it's pretty full when I'm taking care of kids and working at home at the same time. But when I listen to the other potential contestants, like resume of who they are and what they do and stuff like that, I'm as a stay-at-home mom for the past 11 years now, I feel like I need to get a life. I need to start doing some stuff. So this might be the start of that, Video number 1, introduction to me getting life in 2026. And if you need a life too, then you should probably subscribe and let's get a life together. Let's start doing some stuff. Travel, hanging out with people, picking up the phone and calling someone, some real life stuff. To be continued. So I really feel y'all, I just did this. I just recorded a clip of me talking about the experience. So let me talk about it in a little more detail. Okay. So when I first got on, basically we just talked about who we are, where we're from, and stuff like that. And then he went right into a lightning round where we did like 4 puzzles. Tell me why, as much as I play Wheel of Fortune and I'm always guessing all the words for all the puzzles, at least 90%, I didn't get any. And the one that I was about to guess, the guy guessed it before me. So I didn't get any. And then He did another little piece where everybody talked about, you know, their hobbies and stuff, and they had some cool stuff to talk about. But I do want to say that I started talking about the 5K thing first, and then everybody else started talking about running and hiking too after that. Well, not everybody, but almost everybody. And then what else happened? Yeah, so they did the little bit of talking, lightning round, and then a little more talking, and then they asked us, they had us all separate at the end to just leave a little video of basically saying who we are, I guess, so they can use that recording later to attach to, you know, their thing. So we did that, and then it was done. It was like a whole 15-minute process. That was it. So, but I keep coming back because I did my segment, and what I was saying earlier was I felt like I didn't like do myself justice, you know? Like, I guess because I'm still like really learning about me in this season, like what I like, what I don't like, what my hobbies are now that I'm like, I don't spend a lot of time for myself. If you are a mom, you know, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you might understand what I'm saying. Like, I have focused so much of my adult life on taking care of my kids that I'm like trying to rediscover things that I like for myself now. Like, last year, I started learning how to swim as an adult. I started walking and running more. I restarted my YouTube channel journey. I really started to think again about myself. But before that, it was all kids. And it's still like 80% kids, 20% me. Like, that's what's happening right now. I didn't put work in there, but work is a big percent too. But yeah, so it's like they're talking about their hobbies and stuff they're into, and I'm like, I'm into working on my goals and, you know, like finishing some stuff and, you know, doing this for the first time as an adult and doing that. And they're like, yeah, we saving puppies and putting out fires, and I'm a teacher and we're working on cool video game things for kids, and we're teaching kids how to read all across America. And I'm like, my resume doesn't sound as interesting, but I'm trying. God said, comparison is the thief of joy. I feel like I just heard that yesterday, literally. Again, because I've heard it before, but comparison is the thief of joy. And I don't want my joy to be stolen because, because I'm thinking about how extravagant their lifestyle sounded. Like, so I just recorded a short because I just can't get out of my head, like, everything that everybody was talking about. It's just stuck with me, like, you know. Everybody saying, you know, like, I do this and I'm into that, and I was like, wow, you know, even your life sounds so cool. If that was a puzzle, I probably wouldn't have got it then. I got a little nervous under the time constraints. I started seeing the puzzles fumble together, and I was like, why? Have fun. But you know what's gonna happen? If I don't make it in 2026, I'm gonna do it again, because you can apply again after a year until I get tired of doing this, and then try to see if I make it. But we'll see. I keep saying that, but I really feel like they got it. Especially, I don't want no offense, but this lady on there, she was really good. Like, she had her microphone stand. She had her little video game puppet thing. She was like, I love video games, you know. My kids, we're all about video games. Because she's a teacher. And like, she was so good. Like, she was really good. So I'm like, if she sees me, I doubt she'll see me, but no shade. All y'all are really great. So yeah, these kids. So yeah, guys, that's it. I kind of expected to be in the room by myself, so I was more nervous, but a little less nervous because there was like 3 other people in there with me. It's good for the guy because he can just, you know, knock them all out, you know, weed them out. Me, like, for real. Ugh, that sucks. I need a life, y'all. I love being a mom. Like, this is what I wanted to do. But I don't got no life of my own. I need some good hobbies. I need some, like, friends that do things, that invite me to do things. And then I need to say yes and go outside in 2026. Like, it's so hard not to, like, be like, man, you suck. Man, you don't have enough going on. It's so hard not to compare. I'm just being real, y'all. Just being real. It's so hard for me not to compare myself with their resumes. They sounded so good. And I didn't even guess one puzzle. The one I was going to guess, he put his hand up. He's like, me. And I was like this. Because I wasn't sure. But they said you can guess and be wrong, but then you'll be out for the rest of the puzzle. So I should have just took a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. I need to put that at the bottom of this video. Take a chance. I took a chance. Yeah, see? Y'all, this is full circle of emotions. I should just cut all this out because this is just crazy. I'm just sounding crazy. But I kind of got to get it out. I got to get it out. Wheel of Fortune, don't watch this video, please. Y'all going to be like, girl. But really, I've always wanted to be on this show. Like, since I used to watch this show with my grandma back when I was a teenager. Like, this used to be our thing we did every weeknight at 7 o'clock. We turn on Wheel of Fortune and we will watch it and solve the puzzles together every weeknight. And then I grew up and I started doing it myself. And then my kids started watching it with me. And then, you know, like, my daughter knew that it's something I wanted to do since forever. I was always like, oh, it'd be cool to be on this show. I wish I could be on this show. I wish I could be on this show. And then she's like, you know what? You should apply to be on this show. And I was like, no, because I don't want to do an audition video, even though I record YouTube videos all the time. And she was like, Mommy, you should still do it. You don't have to do an audition video. She read the application that night. She's like, you should just jump on it and do it. Because that's her thing this year. She wants to just start acting on things that she's been thinking about for a really long time. Safe things. If she see this, safe. But acting on things that she's been thinking about for a really long time. And it's good because I kind of needed that push because I wasn't really secure or confident enough to jump and do it. But she was like, yeah, we should do it. So we did it. And I'm really glad. Oh, a bird. I'm really glad we did. I keep feeling like I'm just not doing enough. Oh. God, I'm pretty sure God's just teaching me something through this whole experience because I don't know if I put this in the last clip. I think I did, but I'm just going to talk about it quickly in case you don't see the other clip or video. So I applied, and then I felt like, so I applied, they reached out to me and then let me know that I can do the first audition or interview thing. So I did the interview, and then afterwards I was like, it was like a couple days later, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna withdraw my application and do it again if I can, because I don't think I put my best foot forward. Should I do that this time? Anyway, I don't know. Because I was like, I don't think I represented myself well and stuff like that. So I was gonna withdraw. Then that next day I got the email saying you've been selected to do the audition. So that's where we were. So then here we are. And now I'm going through this full cycle moment of feeling like I am not enough. Pretty much that's what it is. Or I am not enough for TV. Because I know TV is so much bigger, like, especially Wheel of Fortune. Like, there's always school teachers on there. There's police officers. I did see an accountant on there. There's like people with, like, you know, professional titles. And not to say mine is not professional and I'm not doing anything for my environment or people around me, but I just haven't worded what I do the right way yet. And that's probably what I should have did. What I meant to do was create a personal hook for myself for this whole experience so I can sound good. So I think that's going to be something I work on, but I don't want to just sound good. I want to be, you know. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. You would think I was drinking a whole bunch of coffee. I wasn't. I just drink tea. They said have a whole bunch of energy like you drink a giant cup of coffee, which I don't know why, because to me it looks fake, but that's what they like for TV. But can 2026 TV be different? Or Wheel of Fortune is like, no, we this one thing. Like when you go to this restaurant and you get this one coffee, it should always taste like it's been tasting since 1967, even though it's 2026. You know what I mean? Like, they don't change the recipe. They're not going to change the way it is. It is what it is. You know? Could be that. Well, I don't know, guys. But we'll see what happens. Again, I want to be on the show. I just don't feel like I did my best today. And that's so unfortunate for me to be feeling. Is that the enemy trying to keep me down? Is that, you know what? I need to pray. That's what I'm about to do. Okay, y'all. I'll be back. After my prayer, I feel different, y'all. I almost cried twice, but I didn't want to mess up my eyelashes, my mascara. What I started to realize was that I was not coming from a good place just now. Allowing like comparison into still my happiness of something that I've been thinking about doing and actually did it. Like something I've been thinking about doing for so long and I actually did it finally. It's actually a really great space to be in, especially because somebody who's so shy and like if you met me in real life, you probably would know if you've seen any of my videos before, but I'm not like a big old loud person. So even me going as far as I have gone in this whole process is big, it's major, and I just want to keep congratulating myself and celebrating myself for this win, because it is still a win. And thank you guys so much for listening and allowing me to rant and go through the motions. The motions, no E, you know. God had to check me, y'all. God, I need it. That's why we need God, y'all. We really do, because I feel like I was just letting comparison eat me up, and I was not seeing this from the right space. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to do it. It was fun. It was insightful for sure. It was great to see that there are like just the lives of other people out here who want to do the same thing, and they're able to share what they're into. And I shouldn't look at it like competition, because there's room. And if there's something that God wants for me, it's going to be for me and it won't pass me. And that's what I needed to remember. And if this message is for you, that's what you need to remember. The phrase, what God has for me, it is for me. So my prayer just shifted my whole perspective. And that's one thing I've been doing so much more in my life since last year. It's just been praying like anytime, like when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm upset, when I'm eating too much food, when I'm doom scrolling, when I feel like I don't know what I'm doing with my time and I'm laying around being lazy or procrastinating on tasks that I know I need to do. I just been praying, like a little quick prayer, or just something to help me shift my mindset and my perspective to better. And usually for me, it does end up working and helping me get out of this headspace where I'm like, you know, it's just not good for growth at all. So yeah, I feel better now. I can say I feel better. My heart feels better. What I forgot to do was pray before. I did a quick prayer, but I wanted to pray again before this whole thing, but at least I prayed now. And yeah, guys, it was yeah. I think I said so many words and now I don't have that many left in me. Yeah, it was good. So I kind of want to reach out to Wheel of Fortune just to tell them thank you for even selecting me to go to that position, to see if I don't know who selects you as a contestant, but I appreciate the first guy who's actually from our area, from the DMV area, and passed me on so that I can have the opportunity to sit in front of the producer to be seen, you know. So that's big for me, because that's big. Yeah. All right, you guys, finally done rambling. See you in another video. I think, am I done? I'm too cute for this video to be over. I should make another video.